Hello there, it's Bibi Cameron, and in this video I will be showing you how I make these cake slice boxes in wrinkled paper flowers. With the dies I'm going to be using today, you can add different appearance to these boxes, or you can also use the dies individually to create different paper craft projects. You can also build with these boxes a paper cake, and you can make these in different colors and sizes. On the other hand, these wrinkled or creased flowers are very easy to make, and they are good to embellish different paper craft projects. In the next video, I will be showing you a slightly variation in the technique to make these flowers, and I will be making this card. Okay, so I'm going to start by making the box, and I'm going to use Cake Slice Dies by Tonic Studios. I'm going to grab an A4 sheet of cardstock, I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to place my die like so in the die cutting machine. All I have to do is to run the die twice to make sure that I'm cutting those two layers of cardstock. And that's how I quickly get the two main pieces I need to make a box. And I'm going to do exactly the same using a Cuttlebug, just to show you that these dies work well with any die cutting machine. I'm passing the dies twice to the machine, and then I get the two main pieces for my box in one go. I'm using the frame die, which is this one here. You can also use this triangular die here to create a window on that box, and you can use some acetate behind that or designer series paper. That's how the window is going to look. You can also use the intricate dies to completely die cut the box. And as I won't be adding any background paper behind the die cut panels, I won't cut this triangular piece here, so that will be the base of my box. I have a sample here, and in this one I add background paper so you can see the difference. And now I'm going to put this box together. All I'm going to do is to fold these flaps here, and I'm going to face these two pieces like so, and I'm just going to make sure that these flaps are aligned. I'm going to snip the corners here like so, and then I keep folding all the scoring lines. And now I need to add glue here and here. Please notice that these are the larger flaps in the box, and then I'm going to hold the box down like so, using my working surface as support. Once I have done this, I can also use my hands to hold the paper in place while the glue dries. And always hold the paper with your hands to get that triangular shape like I'm doing here, and then turn your box down and paste it, just helping yourself using your work surface as support. I got a little gap here, and I'm going to fill that gap with glue like so, and then I'm going to hold the box with my hands to make sure that all the edges of this box are nicely finished. These dies are designed to create a latch-on flap here, so the box is easy to open and easy to close. I'm going to show you all the boxes I made. It took me 30-40 minutes to finish them all, and if you can see, all of them are symmetric and lovely. In real life, I made the flowers before the boxes. That's why I have my hands all inky, but I really wanted to allow these petals to dry while I was making the boxes. So now I'm going to make the flowers, and I start by die cutting Whisper White cardstock from Stampin Up using different floral dies. All these dies here are by Tonic Studios, but you can use any you have available. You can also use punches or cut the flowers by hand using scissors. I'm going to use these spritzers and also a container full of water. And to add color to the flowers, I will be using the ink of the Nuvo Aqua Flow Pens. This ink is very vibrant, the colors are beautiful, and they blend together, creating new shades. Now I'm going to use the lilac and the bright purple in the collection. I'm going to apply just a drop of that ink on the glass mat, and now I'm going to spray that ink with water. I'm going to grab one of these die cuts, I'm going to put it into the water, and then straight in the ink, and then I just fold it, increase it, and squish it like so, and I keep going. If for any reason you feel that the die cut has a lot of ink, you just can wash it on that water, and that's it. And as you notice, I'm okay getting my hands inky. I don't like to use gloves to do this, and I also like to apply with my fingertips some drops of ink here and there on the flowers. Once I finish working with each color, I'm going to clean the glass mat with a baby wipe, and then I keep going. Now I'm going to use the Red Apple Aqua Flow pen, and I'm going to add color to the next flowers. If you notice, I haven't changed the water in the water container, so the water is quite purple. In this case, because I'm working with similar colors, it's fine. But if I use different colors, this might affect the results. So it's better to change the water when you are going to change colors. In this case, I'm going to keep it. And now I'm going to use the Aqua Splash Nuvo Aqua Flow pen. This is a blue color, and you will notice that I'm going to put all these dyes at the same time there in that water, and I'm going to add this blue color to the flowers. But you will notice that the ink in my hands, and not only the inks in my hands, but the ink in that water container is affecting the results. So if you want pure colors, especially when you change colors, you might need to change the water, as I'm going to do now, because I wanted the leaves of these flowers to be completely green, pure green. I didn't want a contaminated color. So I'm going to blend the ink of the two green colors in the Aqua Flow pen collection, and I'm going to apply the ink like so to these pieces of paper. I'm going to add to the edges the darkest color, and in the center of the leaves the lighter color. But I can also mix everything together. And not forget to tell you that to make these leaves, I just die cut some of the larger flowers, this flower here, and I cut it in half or in 3 pieces, and that's how I got the leaves. Once the leaves are dry or the flowers are dry, you can also use a little bit of the ink from the Aqua Flow pens and rub that with your fingertips like so you can add a little bit of more contrast and interest to those pieces. And something I want to show you is this beautiful mint color you can achieve by blending the ink of these two Aqua Flow pens. The blending possibilities that these pens offer are endless. So this is just a simple example, but I love this mint color and I really want to show you that. So I keep going with my leaves. I also crease them and fold them in half, so when they dry they will keep that shape. And if you don't want to use any ink color, you can also make these flowers in white, or you can also use color cardstock to apply the technique, and you will get beautiful flowers as well. Do not be scared to saturate the paper with a lot of water. However, you need to be very careful when you are handling the paper, because you can tear the paper. You need to squeeze it, but you need to be very gentle, okay? Don't do it with a lot of strength because you will tear the paper. And then before unfolding the paper, all you need to make sure is that those flowers are completely dry. You can use a heat tool or a hair dryer to speed the process. And I'm going to use this die here. It looks like a branch, so I want to cut some gold paper to add this to the boxes. I also thought that this might be a perfect match with the flowers, just because you cannot see it, but it's there and it's making a difference. And all I have to do now is to unfold these flowers very gently to be able to build the bouquet on top of each box. And now I know it's not so cool to use a hot glue gun because it leaves all these little silicone threads everywhere and I cannot get rid of them. But it's the quickest way to paste these flowers together. You can also use glue, glossy accents, glue dots, or any other adhesive you prefer. I'm using two different die cuts to make these purple flowers. I'm using a flower with 7 petals and a flower with 6 petals just to overlay them and create something interesting there. I'm not speeding the camera here because I want you to see the real time I'm using to paste one flower, which is actually 10 seconds. So it's not a big deal, honestly. This is the flower. I know it doesn't look complete, but I'm going to be fixing that in a minute. So I'm going to finish pasting these flowers here. These are the only flowers with 2 die cuts. The other flowers will remain as you see them there. I'm going to use 1 flower for each box and I'm using 8 boxes, so I need 8 flowers of each one. And once I have all the pieces ready, I'm going to start pasting them on the boxes. And I have die cut a triangular panel and I pasted on top of the box just to add an extra detail. It wasn't there before, it was just a last minute change. And I have added a couple of pearls there in those little handles. So this is a very beautiful little box for many different occasions. You can add some stamped sentiment. You can do so many different things with this project. This is just my interpretation in one idea of too many that you can find online. I have here the boxes I have been showing in pictures. Is this one here. You can see all the panels in the box are die cut, and also this one with a window. And I have this one here, which is a completely different version of this box. So you can see that you can make so many different things with these dies. And that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Visit my blog for more ideas and inspiration. And if you want to order any of the products I'm using in this video, you can find all the links in the video description. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!